What's up, you guys? Such the Boss here, and today I'll be taking a look at the Krampus movie that came out in 2015. So, guys, I just watched the Krampus. It's on Amazon Prime. It's like $3.99 rent. I highly recommend you guys to check that out. You should be on Hulu, but it's not anymore. So, guys, I'm giving my full review of Krampus and what I think about it. Well, guys, we'll find out right now. Also, Merry Christmas to everybody and Happy Holidays before we begin. Also, before I begin this video, there will be spoilers about the Krampus. So, let's begin. So, pretty much the Krampus is a horror comedy. It's really funny. It's like a horror comedy. It maxes out both sides of my personality. I like dark things and I like funny things. So, it's almost like light and dark. So, I have a good example of my Rey minifigure and Darth Vader I got today in that encounter. See? But I just think it's a very good movie overall, and yeah, so let's begin. So the movie opens up on Black Friday, Christmas chaos. Everyone's like rushing to buy all these items. It almost looks like Costco mixed with Walmart. Mixed with a little bit of Home Depot vibes. It is crazy in there. Everyone's like fighting over products, and everyone's getting different goods and all sorts of things. And then all of a sudden, we see a scene of Max in punching and drop kicking, wrestling this other kid on a fight for saying some mean things about Santa, which I can't really disclose on camera. I can't really say that stuff. You said that Santa's a marketing ad, that's all I can say. So I don't really give too much about that because I can't mention it on camera because it's PG-13 and I do not want to ruin magical moments. Yeah, because Christmas is a magical time for everybody. So yeah, so they got into a fight. That's all you need to know. From there, the story progresses from when they get home. So his parents are really mad at him for like getting in a fight and don't let him help wrap gifts. And they all almost like neglect him almost. And they do what the characters do best, pretty much, where they neglect the kid, and the main kid just stays put. And he's forced to hang with his grandma, and his grandma helps him wrap gifts. His grandma's really nice, Oma. I like her a lot, and no, Charlie Brown. All of a sudden, the relatives start pouring in the movie, which is really fun. I really like that scene when all the relatives came in. Reminds me of Christmas Vacation. All the relatives have different personalities. Like some of my favorite ones were, so my favorite cousin has to be the kid named Howard Jr. So it's Howard, which is the hunter guy. He's really funny. My favorite aunt is Aunt Dorothy in the movie. She's really funny. Let's talk about Aunt Dorothy really fast. Aunt Dorothy has some really funny one-liners. Like, some of the stuff is kind of dirty. I can't say on camera, but I don't want to spoil too much of her jokes because they're just like really funny. And I don't know why. They did it really well with the character. She makes one-liners. I'm like, yeah. Like, he's holding a little kid. She doesn't really know why she's there. She's obsessed with eggnog. It's really funny. Howard's character is probably one of the best because he's convinced that rabies Easter Bunny will come attack him because the Krampus is after him. So that's pretty much about his character. Almost the relatives have a family feud, back and forth battle. Max hates it because his mean cousins kind of tease him and almost harass him in a way. Because he read his letter to Santa, and which is the most emotional letter that he wrote, and he read it to everybody in person, which is not a cool thing. Because Santa letters are supposed to be private property, not disclosing on like personal issues at family dinner. So that's what happened there. From there, the story progresses through a storm. A whole blizzard storm rolls in. Everyone loses power. So the last house to lose power. And then that's when the real fun begins. From there, you see, so the storm hits. So Max's sister goes out adventuring to see her boyfriend, make sure he's okay. She didn't really make it back. She's still in the storm at this point. Other than that, all the characters are warmed by the fire, keeping the fire going, and it just almost, so Max saw a snowman. It's kind of getting crazy, getting hectic in there. It's getting a little bit of hectic, and I honestly thought it was kind of creepy in a way too. The only complaint about the movie is all the blizzard scenes. It's hard, you can't really see anything with the characters. For example, there's a scene where the Krampus is on the roof. You can barely make him out because it's like all it was all this fog and snow. Wish they can brighten up the snow a little bit, make it a little bit of daytime setting with a little bit of sunlight, but they don't really do that, which is stupid, in my opinion. Other than that, it's super good. From there, it's almost where all heck breaks loose from there, really. So one of the characters named Howie Jr. gets abducted by a gingerbread man when the blizzards happen. Omi pretty much has a pep talk that occurs from the movie where she talks about her story with Krampus, like she's the only survivor, because like everyone's giving up all hope. That's pretty much what the movie's about. If you give up all hope, Krampus comes and abducts you and takes you back to the underworld. That's what pretty much it is. Krampus is all about sacrifices. Like, what do you want to sacrifice for others? Like, that's what the movie's other main theme is, besides being a horror movie, is like, what do you want to sacrifice over the holidays? And yeah. That's one of the messages I got from it. That's what the Krampus is all about, pretty much. Christmas is supposed to be a time of giving and spending time with family, not like stealing or bargaining. And yeah, that's what pretty much. So now, guys, talk about the crazy elves. So the elves literally invade the house, which is cool. The whole Christmas tree got caught on fire. Everything was crazy, from like the attic scene with all the dolls and the evil robot, which is really funny. I like Uncle Howard versus the evil gingerbread man. The evil gingerbread men are so cute. It reminds me of the Goosebumps movie. I've seen Goosebumps. I think there's like a character like that. I believe the Sour Patch Kids. I can't remember. I know there's gingerbread men in that movie, and maybe that's what they're based off of. So I don't know. It's really funny. I honestly like that a lot. There's so many like funny one-liners and funny jokes, and there's not a lot of brutal deaths because the deaths are not really taken out the movie. Cause I wish this was rated R because I can get some really funny swears in there, one-liner swears, and we can get a couple graphic scenes, which I really like to see, graphic kills and stuff. I honestly really enjoyed this movie thoroughly, and I think it's a fun one. Some things you might need to know about the Krampus. He leaves gifts. He leaves gifts of jack-in-the-boxes where these evil demon elves come by and they attack you and stuff. So, also, if the Krampus doesn't sacrifice you, takes you to the underworld, you can sacrifice your own self. Talk about that in a minute. But he gives you a bell. You're like the chosen one, almost like what Harry Potter was. Like, you're the chosen one. You're like the Jedi, and the Krampus is gonna take you because he wants you to remember what happened that fateful night of the Krampus encounter. So that's what pretty much he does. That's pretty much what the Krampus is all about there. He just does that. Another major theme and plot point in this movie is pretty much about what different things the Krampus does. Krampus is in there for like a good 15 or 20 minutes of the movie. He's mentioned a lot. Finally, the scene was really cool. The Omar character, which is his grandma, likes to cook and stuff, but she was only survivor because she's a Santa doll put in flames. Because like you gotta believe in things, and you believe all you want. Another like good message about this too is like from Omi's perspective of the movie. You see her sacrifice her own self because she wants to protect her family, which is like almost an emotional moment in the movie, which is really cool. I really enjoyed that. Towards the end of the movie, you get to see you get to see the snowplow truck. They pretty much try to make a map of it, which is kind of cool. So yeah, I really enjoyed some of the elements. Like some of the, I want to keep you guys surprised. Really cool too. I saw a Hummer, which is Uncle Howard's Hummer. He literally has firearms in the Hummer, which is crazy. He also got a taxidermied animal too around Christmas, which is one of the gifts I always wanted, but I don't know if I can ever get a taxidermied animal for Christmas. I don't know. But from there, the movie really ends with Max trying to sacrifice himself, which he ended up doing, because the Krampus says yeah. So pretty much Max falls into a portal, and that's when the movie ends. So the movie ends primarily, in my opinion, I didn't like I don't really like the ending as much as like the main movie. The ending's kind of crappy, if you will, because Max wakes up on his Christmas day in his bed with all his relatives there on Christmas. All the relatives are pretty much dead, almost like a Sarlacc pit, pretty much in the movie. At this point, like Max wakes up and realizes, like he opens the box and everyone's like in shell shock, like that face, and I thought it's kind of strange to see that he got the bell back. That's kind of almost runs a Polar Express in a way. If you will. Another thing before I close out the video is the way that Krampus looks at everybody. He has everybody in snow globes as a trap. He's always watching him. My perspective is he cursed him in there. It's the only world he is in the snow globe. He can't travel anywhere else besides in the small world snow globe. There's nothing else that exists. No neighbors. It's all, I think, probably be all Christmas all throughout the year. Other than that, my other theory, as someone read in the comments, is he's watching you, he's watching every move, like a chessboard. So yeah, I really enjoyed the Krampus, guys. I think it's a really good movie. It was funny at times. It was violent. It was dark. It was gritty. I love all the elves, the evil gingerbread. Man, I think it's a fantastic movie. I give it a solid 7 out of 10. Not my favorite horror movie, but for the holidays, I give it a shot, and I really enjoyed it. There's several sequels out there too, so maybe next year I'll get to watch some more of the sequels of the Krampus. I think you guys would check it out. I think you guys will have a fantastic time watching it. Watch it with your family. I think it'd be fun. It's not that scary at all. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It kept me entertained, kept me busy. My whole opinion of the movie is it's good. It's pretty solid. The ending is really bad. So that's all you need to know. Other than that, guys, I'm out of here. So thanks for watching, and happy holidays, and Merry Christmas to all. Thanks for watching, guys.